Welcome to the video lecture on. So today we start to conduct experiment on load test on three-phase induction motor. Okay, the aim of the experiment is to conduct load test on a given three-phase induction motor and to determine its percentage efficiency, brake horsepower, torque, slip, and to draw the performance characteristics of an induction motor. So apparatus required. So there are ammeter of moving iron type. So that is 0 to 10 ampere required two quantity. So wattmeter of unity power factor required two quantity. So I have 10 ampere and 500 volts, and voltmeter moving iron type 0 to 500 volt one quantity. Tachometer for speed measurement, that is required is one. Okay. So circuit diagram. So this is the three-phase induction motor of delta connected induction motor. So either you can use auto transformer starter or the DOL starter. So we have used DOL starter in the experiment. Okay. So connect a three-phase connection RYB to the terminals of the auto transformer or DOL starter. Then by using R phase, or you connect the ammeter to any one of the phase. Okay, that is 10 ampere. So connect to the ammeter and the wattmeter. So here the power can be measured by means of two wattmeter method. So this is W1 and this is W2. So this is having ML common point and V point. Here also ML common point and V point. This is W1 and this is W2. V point of this one, V point of second wattmeter, and all are shorted at the Y terminal. Okay, and L point of the wattmeter one connected to the R phase, and L point of the another wattmeter connected to the B phase, and direct line taken from the Y phase connected to the Y phase of the induction motor. Okay, so now the brake drum. So this is the loading arrangement. So brake test we can call it as. So that is connected, coupled with the shaft of the three-phase induction motor. Okay. So now how to start the experiment. So procedure: connections are made as per the circuit diagram. Okay, so as per the circuit diagram we need to connect all the connections. So spring balance S1 and S2 are kept in zero position by operating the tension adjustment wheels T1 and T2. So these are T1 and T2 are the wheels, adjusting wheels. S1 and S2 are the scale of the kg, how much kg measurement is there. Okay, so initially we need to put in zero position. Next, keeping three-phase auto transformer at zero output voltage position, supply switch is closed. It means, so initially keep the auto transformer in zero position, switch on the supply. So then rated voltage of the induction motor, that is observed on the nameplate of the induction motor, and apply how much voltage is there. So apply it. So that is three-phase auto transformer. By using three-phase auto transformer, apply 440 volts. Okay. Then no load reading of all the meters and speed are to be noted. Okay, so initially don't apply any load. You take all the reading, voltmeter reading, current reading, wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2 reading, and speed, so all these things. Okay, so next step is the three-phase induction motor is gradually loaded in step up to its full load operating tension adjustment wheels T1 and T2, and each step reading of the meters are noted down and tabulated. Okay, so next you apply the reading by applying T1 and T2. So we will get some kg. So that is S2 minus S1. So that should be noted, the load, and measure all the voltmeter reading, ammeter reading, wattmeter reading. Okay, so this is for load condition, and apply what is the full load rating of the induction motor. Full load rating of the induction motor is 4.6 ampere. So that is the 2 HP motor. So therefore apply maximum of 4.5 ampere, that is the full load reading of the induction motor. And to stop the machine, load is removed, three-phase auto transformer is brought to zero output voltage position, and supply switch is opened. The circumference of the brake drum is measured and radius is calculated. So that is by taking a thread, you take a diameter of the radius of the drum. So it is approximately we got the 10.2 10.6 centimeter. Okay, so then tabulation, that is the serial number, IL in ampere, voltage in volts, wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2. So if you are using a digital wattmeter, no need to calculate like wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2, you simply take power reading. So S1 and S2 in kg, that is the scale of the kg, and N is the speed in RPM. So then you calculate total input power. So if you are using 2 wattmeter method, then it will becomes W1 plus W2. Otherwise, you take directly power, and P out in BHP, it should be calculated, and torque, calculate the torque and calculate the percentage slip and power factor, cos pi, and percentage efficiency. So how to calculate all those things? Calculate in kg per meter. So that is multiplied by radius of the breakdown in meter. So load in kg is S2 minus S1. So torque in kg meter is equal to S2 minus S1 into R. So here R is the radius of the breakdown taken as 10.6 centimeter. Convert centimeter to meter. Okay. So then output power of the motor in BHP, that can be calculated by 2 pi NT by 4500. Output power of the motor convert into watts, it is in HP, so multiplied by 735.5 watts. So input power to the motor is given by Pin is equal to, that is the wattmeter reading. Whatever, if you have using the digital wattmeter, you directly take the power. If you are using 2 wattmeter method, calculate W1 plus W2 after finding the wattmeter constant. Okay. So then efficiency is equal to output power by input power into 100. This will give the percentage efficiency, and percentage slip is given by Ns minus N by Ns into 100. So where Ns is the synchronous speed, 120 F divided by P. Frequency, F is equal to F is the frequency, P is the number of poles, and power factor, cos pi is equal to, so that can be calculated by tan inverse of root 3 W1 minus W2 divided by W1 plus W2. So and power factor, it can be also calculated if you are using only one wattmeter, that is taken as power input divided by root 3 VV into I. Okay. So if it is analog wattmeter, you need to calculate wattmeter constant, voltage range into current range into power factor divided by maximum scale deflection of the meter. So that K should be multiplied with the wattmeter reading W1. Similarly, wattmeter constant K2 per wattmeter reading 2. Okay, K1 and K2. So the separate constant for each meters. Okay, so then you draw the graph, power factor versus output power in terms of BHP. Take x-axis and y-axis power factor, percentage efficiency, torque, percentage slip, and load current and speed, that is in terms of RPM. So all the draw the graph. So some of the graphs are going to be linear, and the efficiency will be go to the maximum, and then it will be reduces. Okay, so this is the line current, and this is the power factor reading, and speed is going to be reduced. Okay, torque is should be linear. Okay, so this is the performance characteristics of a 3-phase induction motor. Hello, welcome friends. Today we will discuss about the experiment on 3-phase induction motor. So the aim of the experiment is to conduct the load test on 3-phase induction motor. So we have 3-phase squirrel cage induction motor in the laboratory of 5 HP rating, 415 volts 3-phase supply of 1440 RPM. Okay. So first we will discuss how to connect the 3-phase induction motor through the connection diagram. Okay, so initially the 3-phase supply is coming to the MCB, that is the 3-pole switch. From this, the fuses, from fuses to the terminals. Okay, so there are 3 terminals: R phase, Y phase, and B phase. Okay, it is connected to the DOL starter. Here we can connect either DOL starter or star delta starter or auto transformer starter. There are 3 methods to start the induction motor. Okay, so in this experiment we will connect the direct online starter for the experiment purpose for the starting of the 3-phase induction motor. Okay, so take R wire to the R phase of the starter and Y wire to the Y phase of the starter and B wire to the B phase of the starter. Okay, next you connect R phase of the output of the starter, output terminal, to the multifunction meter. So one of the advantage of multifunction meter is, so we can connect, there is only input and output. So in this multifunction meter, it will measure all the voltage readings, current reading, power factor reading, power reading, frequency reading, etc. So suppose if you do in descriptive in nature, so that is instead of using digital measurement, if you are using analog meters like voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter, so you have to use the three-phase power measurement. We require 2 wattmeter method. So that is 2 wattmeter method. Through the 2 wattmeter method, we will check the reading and calculate the total power is equal to W1 plus W2, and we need to calculate the power factor. For that we require the 2 wattmeters. So in this method we will directly measure the wattmeter reading through the multifunction meter by pressing the suitable buttons. Okay, so this is the delta connected meter, the delta connected induction motor. So there are 2 terminals in each coil. So that is starting point and the finishing point of the R phase, similarly Y phase, similarly B phase. So you connect all the starting and finishing end of the coils like in series. Okay, so then you connect R phase to the R phase, Y phase to Y phase and B phase to B phase. Okay, so this is the connection diagram of the 3-phase induction motor. Let's start with the experiment. Let's start the MCB. Okay, so you switch on the meters. Okay, so now, so initially you have to set for voltage. So this is voltage button, this is current button. So if you want voltage, current and frequency, you press this. Okay, and if you want power factor, so you press this button. If you want power, press this button. If you want energy, you press this button. Okay, so initially you put to voltage. You start the motor through the DOL starter. So now the motor is running under no load condition. Okay, so we have the nameplate details of the motor. We come to the motor. So the nameplate details of the motor. So here voltage is 450 volt. This is a 3-phase motor, 50 hertz, so kilowatt. So this is equal to 3.2 kilowatt. It is 3 HP, 2.2 kilowatt, and ampere is 4.6. This is the full load current of the induction motor. Full load current rating of the induction motor. Power factor is 0.8. Efficiency is given 82.80%. Okay, so this is the nameplate details of the induction motor. So now initially we will start with the no load condition. Initially we doesn't put any load. Lose everything. Okay, it doesn't put any load. Okay, and observe the reading. So initially the voltage is this is the line, this is the phase voltage. If you want a line voltage, that is 1 to 2. So it means in between line 1 and line 2, in between R phase and Y phase, we have 382 voltage. Okay, and Y phase to B phase 375 voltage, B phase to again R phase 385 voltage. So this is the line voltage. If you want phase voltage, so 220. This is in between one phase to neutral. So that is called as phase voltage. So now observe the current rating at no load current is 1.82 ampere in R phase, 1.4 ampere in B phase, Y phase, and 2.5 ampere in B phase. Okay. Suppose if you want to take summation, the average that is the VAF. So voltage is 220, that is the phase voltage. 1.8 is the current, and power factor is 0.192, and frequency is nearly 50 hertz. Okay. So the power, so we have doesn't applied any load. So initially the power is 0.078 kilowatt. So that is nearly 80 watt. Okay. So now we will apply some load. So that load should not be more than 4.5 ampere. That is the full load current of the induction motor. So I will press this current button, and it is showing 1.8 ampere, and now current is going to be rising after putting the load. Okay. So you observe the scale reading, how much S1 value and S2 value. So S1 is 1 kg and S2 is 3 kg. So therefore 3 minus 1, your total kg is 2 kg. Okay, so we will get 1.9 ampere. And calculate the power. So power is 45 watt. So in previous case that is the minus 70 watt is there. So because that is considered as 0, now we have applied that is called as 40 watt we can. Okay. So and observe all the reading, and power factor is 0.1, 0.4 is the power factor, and the voltage rating and current rating. Okay. Again you put some load. This is the full load current rating. We have observed that is the 4.4 ampere. In this case, the voltage is going to be reduced. That is 385 to 380 volts, and the speed becomes 1422. Okay, this is the speed in terms of RPM. Okay, so now put the water. So the pulleys get to be heated. So that's why you need to pour the water. To cooling purpose, we are pouring the water in the induction motor. Okay. So after this, again reduce the load and come to the initial position. Remove all the loads and it should be come to the 0. Power should be come to the 0. Okay. So after removing all the load, again you switch off the terminal of the starter. So that is the red button. The motor is going to be stopped. So after motor will stop, then you remove all the connection. If you are using and removing all the connection after disconnecting the MCB and meter switch, remove all the connection. So after taking the readings of 3-phase induction motor, so you need to calculate the efficiency of the induction motor, that is the performance characteristics of induction motor, by calculating the input power and output power. So calculate the efficiency and calculate the torque and draw the speed torque characteristics and also efficiency curve. So after observing the performance of the 3-phase induction motor. So thank you very much.